Is this on? Maybe. Okay. Likutei Moharan, Perek Gimel. We are holding by Sif base, Sif 2. So, after we already explained that through tzedakah, which is spirit of charity, you chill out the heat of greediness, of greed. And we already explained that in the future, there will be a special Ruach Rachamim of Mashiach, the spirit of compassion, of mercy of Mashiach, that will totally annihilate, obliterate the Tavis moment, the lust for money, for property. And what that will do, that will immediately take all the air out of the balloon of Charon Af, of anger in the world. All the Charon Af will be dissipated, and that will bring down Chesed into the world, compassion. Once compassion comes into the world, it's the Gadlus. That will bring with it Das, that will bring about Das, wisdom. The Das constitutes the building of the Beis HaMikdash. So now we're going to say that not this, but a new Torah will come to the world. Torah Da'atikos Timoy. This is the deepest level of the Torah that were never revealed in this world yet. And we'll also say that during this time, a chacham that a sage that breaks the lust for money, he's zocher to chesed and das, and he also reveals Torah in this world. V'zeh Galas HaTorah, this matter in Siman Beis, that chesed is being revealed in the world, and that brings with it the das. With chesed, is the first cart of the train that brings down the das. Zeh Pchinas is Galas HaTorah Shel Osid Lovei. This is the revelation of the Torah of the future. Kamuva Bazar, it is said in the Zohar Shel Osid, in the future, is Gale Oraisa Da'atikos Timor. This is the Torah of the aspect of Atik. Atik is the sphere of the Kesel. It's called Atik Milshon Netak. It means it is separated from the world, because the Kesel is separated from all the other spheres. It's connected to them, but nevertheless it's separated. It means it's so much more exalted. It's so much more unfathomable. It's so much more, ethereal. So much more higher than everything else. The Torah of the Pchinas Atik or Pchinas Kesel, which is now completely undifferentiated, only closed, fisted, and concealed. There is, in the Olam Selyonim, there is a persona, what we call the parts of, which is a spiritual structure, which is called Atik, and which is the Kesel. This is the highest sphere, in which we have absolutely no asana. There's no, because in the future, when the Chesed will be revealed in the world, that will bring about the Das, the wisdom. And through the wisdom will what will take place is the revelation of the Torah of the aspect of Atik, as the Rebbe will explain later on. Now, how do we know that for this you need a Das in order to reveal the Torah of Atik? Ki Iker Kabbalas HaTorah, the main reception of the Torah al Yedei HaSechel. This is done through the mental faculties. Shehu Moshe, this is the aspect of Moshe. Moshe Mashiach. The main Kabbalah of the Torah was through Moshe, which is the Seichel, which is the Das. Same thing in the future. The Gilui of the Torah of Atik will be through Mashiach, who has the Neshama of Moshe, right? Mashayahu Shia, this is Mashiach Moshe, which is also Pchina of Das. Moshe Rabbeinu is the ultimate human intellect. The Das of Moshe Rabbeinu is beyond the Das of human beings. It is said about Das. You showed the Das ki Hashem Elokim. Which Moshe Rabbeinu showed our human Das that Hashem is the Elokim. Which means that he is the ultimate Bechina of Das, whose job was to bestow on us the Bechina of Katay Retzor Das. You showed the Das. So in order for somebody to show the Das means his Das has to be above your Das, right? He has to show your Das, he has to explain this to you. Moshe Rabbeinu is the main Bechinas of Das. Mashiach is Nishmas Moshe, Bechinas Das. Kmoshekol. So that it says, Ir Giborim Ola Chacham in Mishlei. There's a pasuk that says, to a dwelling, to a city of the mighty, a Chacham has ascended. It says in Mishlei, in Proverbs. It says, Vayored Oz Miftocho, and he brought down the strength of its assurance. What it's actually meaning is Ir Gibor means Moshe Rabbeinu has ascended in between the Malachim, who are called Gibor, who are called the mighty, and he brought the Torah from there, which is Oz and Miftach. This is what Rashi explains. The Torah is our strength, and the Torah is our assurance. So Moshe Rabbeinu, from here you say, Ir Giborim ala Chacham. So what are we calling Moshe? Chacham. So Moshe is the essence of Chachma. When you talk about the Chacham, Moshe Rabbeinu is the epitome of Chacham. In other words, he is Zoichet to Chachma and Das perfectly. And he had the koyach to bring down Torah from the Shemayim. That's why Mashiach, who will be Zoichet to Das through the annihilation of greed, and will bring Chesed to the world. Through this Chesed, they will bring about the Das. He'll be able to bring also the Torah, the B'chinas Atik. So this is, we're talking about Mashiach, talking about the Osad Rabbi. Okay? Again, we'll say, Ruach Tzedakah cuts down greed. Cutting down greed takes away Haranaf. Anger. Okay? Takes away anger. What comes instead? Chesed. Right? It's the opposite of Haranaf is Chesed, right? Yeah. It's compassion. When compassion will be an influx of compassion, that brings about Das. Because when you have expanded consciousness, you can understand things, you can bring about Das. Oh, you bring about Das, once you have wisdom, it just brings about a new revelation of Torah. That's the principle, that's the way. This connects to this, connects to this, connects to this. This brings this, brings this. And we said L'Asid Lava in the future, being that Mashiach will bring to the world such a spirit of Rachamim, totally annihilates greed. Mimela will bring about Chesed, because it will ameliorate all the anger from the world. People stop fighting one another. Even the animals will stop eating one another. There's no anger anymore. Finished. They'll bring about, Das. Rachamim will bring about Das. And that Das will be the keli that will enable the highest level of Torah to be revealed, which is Torah Atikos Timon. Now the Rebbe says, this is also, but however, the same principle applies now. Even though the perfect revelation of the Torah which is B'chinas Atik, is only going to happen in the future. Still, Mi sheyesh lo B'chinas Moshe Mashiach, anybody who possesses an aspect of Moshe Mashiach, in other words, he has das, Yuchal L'Kabel Torah, he is able to receive Torah of an aspect of Atik even now. And he can bring about the illumination of the Torah and teach everybody else. How does he merit that? By breaking Taivas Mon B'Shleimus. Then he's Zeicha to Chesed. With this he's Zeicha to Das. Then he is able to reveal the B'chinas Atik in the world. Okay. And the reason why you have to, in order to reveal the Torah from Atik, you need such a tzaddik that was Zeicha to Das. Kis Galus HaTorah, the revelation of Torah miYichuda Likutei Moharan, from the unification of Kadosh Baruch Hu and the Shekhinah, from Hashem and His providence. Como shekosu Shma b'ni musar avicha, hear my son, the morals of your father, and don't forsake the Torah of your mother. And the Zohar Darshan is as follows. Avicha, who are you talking about? Which father? This is the persona of Zeir Anpin. It has the 6 spheres, if you recall. Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yisod. Imecha, Daknes Israel, says the Zeir. This is the congregation of Israel. This is the Shekhinah. That's the spheres of Malchus. They are called the father and the mother of the Neshomas of Am Yisrael. The Neshomas of all the Eden in the world. Because all the Neshomas, they come from the Yichud of the Kadosh Baruch Hu and His Shekhinah. So, when the unification of Kadosh Baruch Hu and the Shekhinah, when they get together, the Yichud comes, what comes about is Shefa Torah, an influx of Torah, comes from Kadosh Baruch Hu, with the Rampin, to the Shekhinah, to the Malchus. And that Shefa Torah is Musar Avicha, that's the moral of your father. And Torah Simecha, and the Yichudam, the unification of Kodesh Baruch Hu Shechintei, how does it happen? If you remember from the previous Torah, we already explained that whenever the lower one wants to be makabel from the one above it, he has to be mal and mayim nukvim, which is the yearning, the expression of the yearning. And the Shekhinah, in the previous Torah, the Shekhinah, we said that the man is the Torah Shabbat Peh, the tzaddik, the tzaddik learned. Over here, this is the more usual explanation of the man that the Shekhinah brings the Mayim Nukvim that the Shekhinah brings to Kodesh Baruch Hu. This is by the elevation of Nishmas Yisrael, B'chinas Mayim Nukvim. The Shekhinah elevates the Nefesh Yisrael to Kodesh Baruch Hu, and it glorifies in them. Look at your children. And with this, the Shekhinah shows its will and its yearning to become one with Kodesh Baruch Hu. Then the Kodesh Baruch Hu unifies with the Shekhinah and bestows to the Shekhinah the Shefa. V'achacham, the sage that was Zeicha to Das, Yechol Likach HaNefashos, he can take the Neshomas of Am Yisrael. Ula'aloiso b'vchinas Mayim Nukvim, and to elevate them b'vchinas, female water, b'vchinas Velokeach Nefashos Chacham. Anybody who is a Chacham, who is Zeicha to Das, he knows how to take the Neshomas of Am Yisrael and to go up with them to the Shekhinah. And the Shekhinah elevates them to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and this creates the Yichud of Kodesh Baruch Hu Shechintei. And the Yichud has ended the Torah, and through this Yichud, Kodesh Baruch Hu the Shekhinah, this gives birth to Torah. when the Chacham comes up, goes up to the Shechina, when he gives the Shechina Mayim Nukvin, Mevchinas Ir Giborim Ola Chacham, a Chacham is ascended to the dwelling place of the mighty. He goes to Olam Eselyonim with the Neshamas. This, he's bringing down to this world a brand new Esgalus of Torah, which is a mashu, as a sliver of the Torah of Atikos Timoah that's going to be revealed also to Lord. This is like yes. Yes, oh Hashem.